left the tour 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. 2 of you were living in a basement. A lot of you were going through some hard times. And I wonder, when you leave for 2 years and your career reaches that epic crescendo, what's it like to come home and have to face those problems?
Interesting you ask, because I'm still living in a basement. I'm living at my mom's again.
He's moving near me.
Yeah, you guys are gonna live together?
Yeah, we're gonna live in the same building. My mom has his own. They got no places now.
We have places now.
But the unique thing about when you tour as a band is you essentially get to leave, but when you come back, the problems that you left are still essentially there.
Yeah. No, this is real true.
That is true. I agree.
How does that affect touring or this album?
Well, I mean, it makes it a little trickier, at times very difficult. I think that's what ends up affecting you on the road. It's not the life on the road and how hard it is, or waking up early. That's not, or the flights or anything. It's the stuff that happens back home that you can't be there for to help people, and that really bums you out, you know?
Well, I was about to ask about that. I mean, what's that 3 a.m. phone call like where you're halfway across the world and you can't just go home?
You feel really hopeless, you know, helpless, if I may.
We're gonna come back up.
We're having a serious discussion right now. Yeah, I mean, there's no right answer. God damn it!
We're gonna come outside. No, but I mean, you must deal with that sort of isolation when you get those kinds of phone calls.
No, absolutely. I mean, like, there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. All you can say is, you know, I'll be home soon. And that's really always the thing that you kind of saying is, like, I love you and I'll be home soon. Like, I don't know what else I can do, but if there's any, like, if you want to call me again at 5 a.m., I'll be here.
He's been a teleporter.
Nice, teleporter. Expensive phone bills, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but it's worth it. We wouldn't put up with that. It just didn't mean anything to us, so that's why we do it. So.
At the level that you guys have reached, this is the time when things can start to happen within that dynamic, and I wonder what has been the strongest test of friendship amongst you guys?
I think finishing this record. I mean, it's the one thing that brought us closer together. Go ahead.
We went into the writing and recording this record thinking we were like the closest we could possibly be. But after all those things, like when you dig really deep and you push each other so hard, like demons come out and you have to like fight them. And to do that on your own is really hard. So when you really find out that you're living with your family and these are the people that really have your back, it makes you feel, I don't know, more powerful, I guess, because you're fighting it together.
What was your personal demon that you had to deal with?
The different things come up, like depression and wondering, you know, like, if you're away for so long and you give so much to this, is it worth it? Are you going to make a difference? Is it going, in the long run, going to be worth being away from the people that you love and abandoning people? And, when you write something that all of a sudden, like, people say, like, thank you, and you pushing the limits and doing what you guys did really changed my life, that makes it worthwhile.
Is it a struggle between the relationship with these people and the people that you love? It seems like you have to balance the two as well.
Yeah, you do. You have to balance it. It's never a struggle really with them or the people you love. It's really within yourself. And that's what you find out, is that the struggle is all really internal. And it's very difficult dealing with having a crash course in growing up, taking care of yourself, fame, success, all this other stuff that you didn't plan on. And it really, sometimes it could, your insides, eat your insides up.
I was talking to Damon from Badly Drawn Boy a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about how fame doesn't change you, but you have to change to cope with fame. Do you guys identify with that?
I think to an extent you have to adapt to it, and you have to be ready for it. You have to be prepared for it. You run out of time and things like that. You want to be able to make time for every single person, and sometimes you can't. And that's actually one of the biggest drags, that you can't. Sometimes you can't meet everybody.
One of the interesting things about the lifestyle that you live is nobody can really teach you how to do it. You've got to learn for yourself. What was the hardest part that way?
What was the hardest thing we had to learn for ourselves in this lifestyle?
Oh, man. Not everybody's your friend. Even if they come off that way. Let's see, what else?
Talk about how does that affect coming into new relationships? I don't just mean romantic, but I mean friends-wise.
there's a lot of sharks, you know, and sometimes it's hard to not shut everybody out because of that, you know. Sometimes you just got to be on your guard at all times, and really, you know who your family is. You can count them on like maybe 2 hands, and everybody else kind of not has to prove themselves, but you always have to be on guard sometimes.
One of the interesting things about this band is the Black Parade is your alter ego,
Right.
as a band, but I wonder whether each of you internally have that other side that only you see when you look in the mirror at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has a strong duality. That's every human being, and we're no exception to that. And I think that's what we face in this record. I think the Black Parade, in a weird way, represents that other side of us that we had to face. You know, I mean, I don't know much about the Black Parade yet as far as the band. You know, I don't know if they're nice people or not. We're trying to find out. But you know, when you face that other part of yourself, it helps you really kind of discover who you really are. So.